Alright guys, welcome to my tutorial on how to get two 6x9s installed on a Toyota Corolla Sport. Okay, first step to removing these 6x9s is getting your seats down. There's one right there on the left side of your trunk, and then there's one right there on the right side under your speaker. Now, you got to get these seats down, otherwise you can't get to this panel, which is right here. I have to get this installed still, but yeah, you need to get this panel off first. The next step to getting your 6x9 speakers out, stock ones, is you gotta go and get this window sealer right there. You gotta pry that up with just a Phillips or a flathead screwdriver or something like that. You just pry it out, and there's this panel right there. As you can see, I don't have it on. It's a skinny panel like this. I can show you it. It's right over here actually. It's your skinny panel like that. You get that one out on both sides. This panel covering this, it comes off pretty easy. It's got about 3 or 4 clamps, and you need to make sure you do not break them. So be gentle with it, but also be forceful so you can get them out. You can pry them out with a screwdriver, but you really can't see some of them, so you're going to need to just pure muscle it basically. Alright, the next step is get this cover right here. You gotta get that whole thing off. Yeah, fucking Japanese people. Alright, you gotta get that thing off. It's actually really easy once you get, you know, this panel right here and those panels off. There's 4 clamps. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 on each side, and you just basically can pull those out, and you just gotta be careful, you know, don't break the clamps. Be careful with that panel because it's probably not cheap to replace because I have to order it, but yeah, it's really not that hard to get out. You gotta get these clamps out, and then the next step would be to remove your speakers, which I already have my new ones in, but I can show you an example. There's going to be right there 10mm bolts. You wanna socket and get a socket 10mm and get those out. And my bitch ass didn't have a socket, so I had to use a fucking thing to cover it and a screwdriver or and a monkey wrench. It was not fun for me. So make sure you have a 10mm socket. It'll save you about 20 minutes of time, literally. But once you get your speakers out, I can show you the old ones that I have with the Toyota Corolla. They're right here. Now I'm never going to be putting these back in. I may sell my car with the entire system, so I'm never going to be installing these back again. So you get these out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm right there, 10mm bolts, and it's going to be connected right there. It's going to actually have that connection on it. I used wire cutters, and I cut those off right there, and then I used a wire stripper right there to solder them on to my new speakers. So I'll show you my new speakers, how they still have the stock clamp on it, because my new ones did not come with them. But yes, you just solder them on like so, and then it's wired right to there. Okay, now installing your new ones, you want them to match up. You want the 10mm to match up. I'd suggest buying speakers that do so, but you don't really know, so it's kind of a risk, but mine don't match up. So what I'm gonna have to do is put this cover on it right here, and then put my other. So you might run into some complications. I just realized my speakers, they don't fit. They don't match up with the hole right there. So what I'm doing is I'm zip tying. I'm going through the bottom up to the top and zip tying underneath in my trunk. So you might want to purchase some zip ties and do that if you're